Senator from Texas.
Madam President, over the last few years, pandemic relief bills have sent billions of dollars to state and local governments to support their pandemic response and recovery, and it's appropriate that we did so. But the truth is, when the pandemic hit, we didn't know how long it would last or what the ripple effects of that would be, both from the public health and the economic impact on state and local governments and the constituencies that they serve. I've heard from countless Texas leaders that they have more money than eligible expenses under the guardrails Congress applied at the time. And my colleagues can attest to the fact that this is not a unique problem to Texas. States, counties, and cities across the country want more flexibility to spend these relief dollars on their highest priority projects, especially infrastructure. If we don't do this, Madam President, these jurisdictions are going to fritter these dollars away on things that will not have a lasting positive impact on our economy or public safety. An investment in infrastructure will be an investment in public safety and a growing economy. My friend Senator Padilla from California and I have worked with the administration and our colleagues on both sides of the aisle in order to come up with a bill that would grant this flexibility. This bill originally passed the Senate unanimously last October. You know, people sometimes think we can't get along, we can't get anything done, but when big things happen, sometimes they happen without even people recognizing it. And that demonstrates not only the bipartisan nature of this legislation, but the fact that it just makes good sense. But unfortunately, the House never passed our bill. We've now worked in good faith to build the kind of support necessary among House members and House leadership in order to get that done. And I hope the Senate will advance this new version today. Simply put, this legislation will unlock billions of dollars in unspent COVID funds for infrastructure projects as well as disaster relief. It restores decision-making power to the local level, and this is unique in spending bills in Washington, D.C. This will not result in a single dollar of additional appropriations or a single dollar added to the deficit. This money is already in the hands of the states, the counties, and the cities. They just need more flexibility to spend it in a way that makes sense to them. If I can just add as a quick footnote before deferring to my colleagues, you know, a lot of times when we have disasters or we want to do something big for the country, we pass legislation, but it takes years to implement. Part of the problem is getting the money from Washington, D.C. down to those local jurisdictions, among other things. Well, this will expedite these infrastructure projects and disaster relief because they already have it in hand. I just want to say publicly how much I appreciate Senator Padilla and his staff, Senator Murkowski and her staff, Senator Tester and his staff for working with us on this legislation. Again, this makes so much sense that it passed unanimously previously, and now we've worked out the differences with the House, and with any luck, we'll get this to the President without further delay. We've benefited from feedback from countless members on both sides of the aisle, and I hope we can finally grant our state and local leaders the flexibility that they've requested to spend these dollars in a way that makes the most sense according to their priorities.